What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today, I'm going to focus in on Niagara IceDogs defenseman Aaron Haydon. Having a up and down year. In his second year in the Ontario Hockey League, has 12 points through 42 games, also minus 27. Something you don't like to see, but he's really bringing the physicality. He's a big kid. He's 6'3" and 200 pounds. And like I said, the numbers aren't great, but you look at the play and what he's doing out there and the strides he's made to improve his game. Is definitely there. Last year he played not alongside, but on the same team with until the end of the lockout, Dougie Hamilton, and then one of you mentioned Ryan Strome being a steadying influence among veteran players last year. Brett Ritchie, Dallas Stars prospects on the one. So he came up last year on a veteran-laden team, and then this year he's assumed more of a role. And the numbers, like I said, aren't there, but his game is solid. There's some things obviously he has to work on, like all 18-year-old defensemen, or all 18-year-old players, I should say. But I think there is definitely some upside in his game. He's a Plymouth native, Plymouth, Michigan native. Came out of the Bell Tire midget program, very solid midget. That whole Detroit area, Michigan area. Midget program in between CompuWare, Honey Baked, all those programs are awesome, and the players that come out of there are usually world class. And Haydon has that upside. Again, he probably be beginning of the second, maybe the end of the first, in terms of where he'll get drafted. But he'll probably be one of the first Americans off the board, because I think it's a deep class for Americans. I just don't think there's a lot at the top. But that could definitely change between now and June. But like I said, it'll probably be second or third American defenseman off the board. His father played tight end at Cornell, so there's some athletic bloodlines there. The kid's kind of built, like I said, probably more like a wide receiver than a tight end. But there's again, that's something to look at. There's athleticism in the family, and I'm curious to see what strides he takes forward as the year goes on. I think even anyone will admit his start to the season hasn't been great. But as long as he's still developing, and he's a good skater. I mean, for a bigger guy, he's not a bad skater. And I'm curious to see what he tops out as, because he'll be 18 in February. So there's still some growing to do. He can fill out his frame a little bit, maybe add a few inches, and top out a little bit more. But like I said, he's a work in progress, and I wouldn't. He's a few years away from the show, but I wouldn't be afraid to invest a second-round pick on him. Like his game, I think he can iron out a few things, iron out a few kinks in his game. But I think for the most part, he'll be fine. And I'm curious to see again what in-season strides he makes between now and the draft, which is, if anyone's wondering, 5 months and 7 days away. Anyway, that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on Aaron Haydon of the Niagara IceDogs, one of the top defensemen eligible for the 2014 NHL entry draft. Stay tuned for more episodes to the season and beyond. Later, guys.